Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I hope that you guys have had a great day. I hope you guys have had a great week thus far. Yeah, so look, today I have a quick one for you, a quick word for you guys for today, and I hope that it blesses you. So something happened to me the other day and I started feeling a bit upset and annoyed. And what I had to realize in that moment, in fact, I realized it only afterwards, because in that moment when I was getting upset, it's almost like something else had to take over for me to not get as upset. So the Holy Spirit had to take over completely for me to respond in a completely different way to what I would normally respond in that kind of circumstance. And what I realized afterwards was that I was quite calm. I was filled with peace internally. In fact, certain things it didn't even faze me. I was just operating as though, you know what? Certain things happen and I'm still at peace. The Lord is still working. Almost like living in my own world, so to speak. And like I said, in retrospect, when I was thinking about it, I realized how crazy that was for me to have responded to that like that. Because people probably would have responded in a different way. I think it was valid for someone to be upset about, but the Holy Spirit took over. So anyway, what I realized in that moment is that I do this thing where I'm on alert a lot of the times. And it reminds me a little bit of like when people, now mind you, it reminds me not that it's the same at all, but when people go out to war and they come back and they have post-traumatic stress disorder, where they are still in this fighting mode, where they're still in this army mode or in this battle mode, right? And not that as a Christian you're not supposed to be, but you're still supposed to have peace, right? But anyway, so I realized that I'm in this mode, this alert mode. And I realized that I always have to be vigilant, not just because of where I stay, but also because of things that happen in my life and in my home life as well. So I think it's harder for someone to relax and trust in God in all aspects when they need to consistently be vigilant. Now, there's nothing wrong with being vigilant in itself. You can be vigilant and God is still leading you. God is still giving you peace. God is still doing all of these things. And when you in constant battle, you feel like you have to rely on yourself, but then also you're always on God, and so you feel like, okay, now I need to fight, I need to do this, I need to do that, yeah. And oftentimes you get ahead of yourself, such that you get ahead of God, and you continue doing things yourself and continue thinking things yourself. But anyway, so I realized that I was on alert, right? Constant alert and, I don't know, constant vigilancy. And when I'm in vigilance and when I'm in that alert mode, I expect and calculate, and I've mentioned this before, but anyway, when I'm in this mode, I expect certain things and then I calculate certain things are going to happen as well. Or that something is going to happen or something bad is going to happen. And that doesn't necessarily mean that I have to fight. Right? Not every fight I need to take up or take upon myself. Right? I need to consult God. I need to be like, okay, God, what do you want me to do in this situation? Do I need to fight? But I'm constantly being like, okay, I need to fight. But it's not always the case. And in that moment, I realized, wow, having the response that I had, allowing the Holy Spirit to take over, was simpler than I thought it would be. And it happened without me even realizing that it happened. So the Holy Spirit took over and I was just operating in whatever mode I was operating in. But it was such a mind-blowing thing for me because it was easier than what it used to be for the Holy Spirit to sort of take over. And I think what I'm trying to get at here is that we should allow the Holy Spirit, that even in the circumstances of high vigilance and high alertness, that there is still the option to not have to fight. There is still the fact that we don't always know the will of God in every circumstance. And so in any particular circumstance, God could just be telling you to quiet, to be still. God could just be telling you to just do what you're going to do. Don't stress about it too much. Take a chill pill. Whatever. But, God could just be telling you to do that. And then the Holy Spirit takes over and the Holy Spirit calms you. The Holy Spirit does the work. The Holy Spirit just does everything. And in that moment, I was like, wow, this is fantastic. I should do this more often. And allow the Holy Spirit to work hand in hand with my vigilance. To allow the Holy Spirit to work hand in hand with my alertness. Because in that is peace. Because in that is the best way to handle a situation. Because in that is the will of God. And anyway, so I thought I'd encourage someone who, for whoever is struggling with, I don't know, post-traumatic stress from whatever, or you just, I don't know, man, you've just gone through life and there's a lot that's happened and you just feel like, I need to be on alert. I need to be fighting all the time. You don't always have to be fighting. And that even though you are fighting, that you work hand in hand with the Holy Spirit to guide you along every step, as well as every emotion and every feeling and everything you do. So yeah, it was kind of all over the place, but I think you got the gist of what I was saying. But anyway, I hope that this blesses someone else. Something of what I said speaks to someone and blesses someone and encourages someone and points towards God in your life and points you to seek Him more. Anyway, I hope that this blesses you. I hope you have a great day and I hope you have a great week further, and God bless.